What's going on, guys? So a few of you requested a video on my Whites Perry Selects, so I figured I'd give you a quick review video. As you see, I have two pairs here. This is my Whites Perry Selects that I use for work, and these are my limited edition, I guess, Born Free Motorcycle Show variant of the Perrys. They don't call them Perry Selects, but they are Perry Selects. They got the leather shank in them. They changed a couple things. They don't say whites on the side. They say Born Free here, and they say whites boots on the inside. They removed the speed hooks and changed this from brass to stainless, and they gave it this little cuff at the top, and then they changed the stitching on the side to black instead of white. And that's really it. Those are just kind of my wear-around boots, and then these are my work boots. I brought them home this weekend to clean and condition them. As you see, they're looking pretty nicer than the last video. If you're curious what I do, I just do saddle soap and then Big 4 and then a coat of Obenauf's LP, and looking pretty good with the shoe tree inside, keeping it nice and straight. Obviously it's quite wrinkled through here now, but yeah, I love these boots. They're super comfortable, have good arch support. It's considered low arch for what Whites makes, but it's more arch support than any other boot I own. And then I pair it with at least the work boots, with these Power Step Pinnacle insoles, which form very nicely to the shape of this boot and adds just a little bit of cushion, not too much. The stock insoles are pretty trash and also are very narrow, way too narrow for my feet. Even if you get these in a wide size, they send you their regular insoles, which will literally slide around in the boot, since they were taken over by that Japanese company that makes those Ortholite insoles. But yeah, they're great boots. Don't have any issues with them other than this pair. I think it's, if you look, and this is an issue I probably could have gotten taken care of, probably still could, but the left one is quite taller than the right one, and I think that's just comes down. I don't even think it's White's fault necessarily. I think this Vibram sole was probably just built thicker and they didn't sand it down enough to match this one, or maybe they oversanded this one. I'm not sure. This pair doesn't have that issue. They're even, but as you can see, these soles are a lot thicker than those ones. I don't know why. Different batch maybe. I feel like they probably should have caught the height difference and fixed it before QCing these boots, but it is what it is. I don't notice it when walking, but some people would, have a valid complaint if they wanted to complain about that. But other than that, there's not really any issues. I know some people complain about like stitching inconsistencies, which you can kind of see some here. It gets, starts off wide, gets more narrow. Couple spots there, same thing. They're handmade boots, and they're cheaper variants, and they're not dress boots, so I'm not going to complain about stuff like that. Some people do, but it doesn't bug me. For the work boots, I did add Dale's Leatherworks Kilties in matching Seidel leather, and they're pretty close matching. See, this one's a little bit darker on the bottom, but I think that just comes from the tanning process. The other one matches pretty much perfectly. And then I did just recently change the laces from those leather ones to these paracord ones, because the leather ones that I had on here were getting very stretched out and not keeping it tight for very long, so I went ahead and changed them out. But I've got no complaints. I'm a mechanic, so they get fluids on them and all that stuff, which is why I went ahead and cleaned them. The soles I've been holding up fine. A little bit of heel wear, but haven't even worn the tread off yet. About 4.5, 5 months worth of wear. Still very comfortable. Probably will get a year and a half, maybe 2 years out of these soles, and then I'll get them resoled as long as the rest of the boot's still in good enough shape, which I think it will be. But again, I'm also on smooth concrete and a little bit of asphalt, but mostly smooth concrete. I do about 10,000, sometimes 12, 13, 14,000 steps a day based off what my watch tells me, and they've been holding up great, and probably the best thing I've ever done for my feet is wear boots with a good amount of arch support. So I really like them. I think especially if you can catch these on sale, because I do a couple sales a year where the price on these goes from $400 to like $320, $330. And I definitely think it's probably worth it to get the Perry Select over the regular ones, just for that little bit of extra arch support I'm pretty sure they come with because of that leather shank. And I think this leather will honestly hold up better than the work leather that they call it on their lower spec Perrys. But I definitely recommend them, and they're great boots. And also to the guy that called out Jim Greens on my last video, these are my Jim Greens barefoot. I've been wearing them almost every day as a regular boot. Wear them to the gym, you know, wear them to work and from work. But these are very comfortable as well, and quality boots. But yeah, that'll pretty much cover it, everything. Yeah, thanks for watching.